and welcome back to Vanilla Melon. This is episode 3, and I went caving, and I got a dungeon. So I went out, dang it. I'm trying to reduce the amount of ums that I say while recording because it's pretty annoying. I just rewatched one of my earlier episodes and it's pretty bad. So, yeah. So we're gonna tame this horse. Or this horse, or maybe that horse, but probably this horse. And we're gonna see how he goes. So, yeah, like sugar, don't you? You should love me, because that would be pretty convenient right now. Come on. Come on. Come on. No, come on. No. No. Go. Don't kick me off. Don't do this. Yeah. Stay like that. Nope. Oh, sun's setting. That's not good. Oh, you good now? He is good. Okay. Oh, I cannot try that happened. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. He is slow. Wow. Okay. Well, I'll have to deal with that for now. So, yep, we're going... Does he jump well? No, his jumping's horrible also. Oh, don't fall off the cliff. Okay, anyways. Yep, so we will be doing an actual build this episode. And I will explain it after I gather some materials and a better horse. And yeah, so I'll see you then. And welcome back. So, we're back in the mountain that I closed out with last episode, but it's a little bit different, at least this part is. So, this took a lot longer than I expected, mainly because I'm just using iron tools. So, I've spent about 3 hours or so. No, that's an exaggeration, maybe 2 max. But it's the next day in the real world. So, but this is done, and so you may be wondering why I completely flattened a certain segment of a mountain, and that's a pretty reasonable question to ask, as there doesn't seem to be much of a reason. However, I have a plan. So this is deviating a little bit from my narrative of a colonial American city, but it's something that could exist in real life, and I'm mainly actually thinking, sort of weird, it's a cathedral in Bogota, which is in Colombia, in South America, called the Salt Cathedral, which is a cathedral built entirely in a salt mine. So it's sort of a whole underground thing with lights and stuff. So I had an idea a few days ago for the first main attraction of our new city to be a cathedral of sorts. And of course, since we're on the Church of the Holy Melon channel, it is going to be a church worshipping the melon god Citrulus. So, that's what we're going to build here. So the reason I flattened this out is because it is going to be coming right out of the mountain. So I haven't come up with exact dimensions for it, but I'm thinking it's going to be contained mainly within this little rectangle. But, yeah, just wanted to show this off. I've also decided that this mountainous area, and well, there's a desert over there also. So that might be useful later on. But I'm thinking this mountainous area might turn into the Gray District, which will be a sort of mining, maybe industrial later on district. Because I have a cool idea for a quarry that will look pretty nice. So yeah, I got a new horse also. This guy's much faster, so that should be useful. And yeah, in case you still don't have a good feel of how far away certain things are from each other, I'll ride back to my house real quick, past the village, past the green district farm. It's coming along quite nicely. And then over this hill and back to our little fortress. I'm probably going to be tearing down these walls either at the end of this episode. Oh, there's my old horse. I don't know what he's doing right now. Or at the beginning of next episode, because I want to start actually building the infrastructure of the city, like the actual district boundaries maybe, and also the roads. Because I'm afraid that if I get too far in without doing that, it's just going to become a mess. Let's see if I can... Yeah, take that. So, oh, yeah, I'll deal with these guys real quick, and maybe lay out the beginnings of the cathedral, and I'll be right back. And welcome back. So, it's... Hello. Okay, it is once again the next day in real life, because I'm really dragging this out more than I have to. But anyways, I have worked on the cathedral, and this is what I have so far. So I marked out this little area and built up a little bit. I also am trying to use a somewhat realistic construction technique with these supports and ladders going up. So I'm not completely sure how... Oh, I just got a Skype online thing. Anyways, I'm not completely sure how accurate it is, but it's at least a little bit more realistic than me just towering up and then building a dirt pillar every time I need to get up. So I also built this bridge, and I may have gone a bit overboard, especially with this part down here, because I feel like these pillars are way too big to justify the size, or too big in general. But it works, and I also expanded this river over a little bit, just so there's actually some water going. It still needs some work, obviously, and it sort of ends there suddenly. I may have it flow into this cave. Let's see if there's anything right here. Oh, yeah, there's something. It's a creeper. Yeah, you're a creeper. Yeah, that goes too deep for me to explore right now on camera, but I might later. And I was having this problem right after I finished recording last time, where it just seemed that every few minutes there'd just be a huge horde of zombies coming at me. And it turns out we have a zombie spawner right under our cathedral. So that was a bit inconvenient. I lit that up, luckily, so it's less dangerous now. I didn't have time to finish it up. And I got some more nice stuff. Name tag, more horse armor. I did not get a saddle, though. But I did get a cat, the record, so that's nice. So, I feel like I don't want to spend way too much more time on this today, because I've already spent so much time terraforming the area, and so on and so forth, and I'm also a bit stuck on the design because I thought I was just going to have the whole thing made out of cobblestone to give that cool effect, but it turns out that cool effect is not being reached with just cobblestone, so I may have to add other types of stone in there, which I haven't quite figured out what sort of stuff I'm going to do. So the next part of the episode, I think, will be devoted to roads. Would be. So this hopefully will be a bit more exciting than it sounds, because we have to start laying out this system. So we have to, first of all, get enough gravel to build, or cobblestone or whatever, to build a road that's decently long enough to get to all the places we need it to, and we have to start zoning, which interesting concept in Minecraft. But yeah, we also have to tear down these walls. So yeah, I'll leave it off here. When I get back, I'll have some cobblestone or gravel, depending on how I feel, when it actually gets that time, and I will start, and I'll turn these down also, and I will start laying out the roads and the zones. So I'll be right back. And we're back. So I've torn down the walls, and I have 5 stacks of cobblestone in my inventory, so you know what that means. It is time to build roads. So this has to be somewhat practical, as we're eventually going to have to build a city around here. So I'm sort of tempted to get rid of this farm and that well, just as it will make laying this out a bit easier. So I guess I'll do that while I'll talk. What's going on here? Okay, anyway, I'll talk about what I want to do with these roads. So, despite being a history geek, I'm not exactly sure at what point colonial cities really started to get a lot of infrastructure. I'm assuming it was shortly after they managed to be profitable, as before then there wasn't really anybody interested in staying in them for extended periods of time, except for a bunch of very adventurous people who didn't really care about roads and stuff. So once they got their food settled and they got their tobacco planted and their corn and all that stuff, that's probably when they started to start building road stuff. So they'll have to be very utility based in the beginning. Like, you have to get from your house to the farms, and then you have to get back. But also I'm going to at the same time be planning for the future, which is having a city with multiple zones that will be, what's the word? They'll be used for different purposes. So, sort of a combination of, oh, axe broke. I don't know, like Washington D.C. and Philadelphia, I don't know. Various colonial cities that I can think of off the top of my head. But yeah, I might as well just finish this off camera, so I don't have much to talk about, and don't got to put you guys through this. So yeah, I'll be right back. I'll actually start building the road. And we're back, and I've torn down my farm, my well, and I've started the process of the road. So this is the style I'm going for at the current moment, because it allows for sidewalks later on, and it's just sort of nice, I guess. I don't know. So we're going to have to do this. Maybe turn here, if that works, or maybe here because it's just a nicer slope. And then as time goes on, we have to work all the way over here. And then at one point in the future, we're going to have to go all the way over there where the cathedral is. So that will be fun, and it means I'll need a lot of gravel. So I'm definitely not finishing this episode, but I will at least try to get from here to over this hill, at least. And luckily I have, oh, I thought my little avatar there was sitting down for some reason. That would have been pretty weird. So I'm going to run back to the cathedral and get some gravel. And leads in this game, man. Horses in general, anything involved with horses, just pretty glitchy. So I'm going to run back over to the cathedral. I'm going to grab the gravel. Grab the gravel. Grab the gravel. Yeah, I like that. So we're going to grab the gravel and start working. I'm probably going to start on that hill just so I can lay out how that's going to go, because I don't want to get there and then have no idea what I'm doing. So gravel, there we go. Not sure why I even bothered to write them in here in the first place. So back to the hill. Oh, we could also later on snag some gravel from the village. They should have a fair amount in their streets. Back here, I also have some slabs. Get that going. And that didn't go very well. It's a lazy Saturday right now, so if I'm not talking that much, that's the reason. Okay, so here seems like a good place. Maybe right here to right here. So, start digging out some. Oh, yeah, it's for shovel. I'm prepared. So, okay. What you looking at? I'm gonna tie him up at the farm. Actually, no, that's a bad idea. I did that a little while ago, and he trampled a few crops. So we do that. We'll also keep these guys out. Nope. There we go. So we're basically gonna have it that the cobblestone is always above the gravel no matter what. So that's why we have this. And since there are not gravel half slabs, we'll just we'll just have to deal with that for now. Yep. So that's that. And I'm going to try to keep it as a gradual slope. Nothing too big. That may have to go out the window later on, but for now, while we can do it, might as well. Got some dirt here too. Where'd my shovel go? 1, 2. 1, 2. This is riveting content, so I'm probably just gonna finish this real quick and the episode will be done, because it's obviously gotten to a point where I am completely unable to make this interesting. So we're just gonna finish up this little slope here and call it an episode. There we go. Have some fun. Place in cobblestone and gravel. This is horrible. So, yeah, this is a decent looking road, I think. Just go down and it. Just clear this whole area. Water physics. Never understand. Water? Are you okay? This is certainly interesting. The horse moves around, I'm moving around. I can break blocks. I'm not sure why this water isn't... Oh, the water no longer exists. Okay. This is inconvenient. Oh, there we go. That was weird. Okay, back to this, and just place a couple more things down. And this slope is done. So yeah, this ended up looking pretty good. I'm probably gonna use this style fairly long into the city. Probably I'll replace it in the industrial era for a more. Oops, forgot. With Mac, they added in like 1.7.2 or something the ability to control click as right click, as that's what Mac by default uses, even though it does have a right click, contrary to popular belief. So now if I'm, and of course it's also the sprint button, so now if I'm trying to sprint and place things at the same time, so let's sprint, place, or sprint and punch, it will place it instead of punching. So that's pretty annoying. So anyways, if you liked, then you can leave a like. If you really liked, then you can subscribe. And in general, thanks for watching. Assuming that you are not a robot, which I'm going to make that assumption as it feels pretty safe. So, until next time, goodbye.